Hit reply. Surprise. It's just not that hard. That's what we're talking about today. Hi, this is Frank Buck, and this is the place to be if you want to get organized and make it look easy. Are you leaving other people in limbo because you don't respond to emails? Well, this one's an easy thing to fix. Some years ago, I was a guest host on a Twitter chat, and I posed the following question: what do other people do that negatively impacts your productivity? How do you deal with it? One person responded, failure to respond to my communications. How hard is it to text back? I haven't solved that problem yet. Well, a lot of us haven't. Let's talk about it. Great things happen when good people collaborate. An important cog in that wheel is communication. When one party cannot or will not uphold his or her end, effectiveness suffers. Things take longer than necessary. Our patience becomes short. The desire to work with the offender may even be compromised. Think about that one for a moment. I know with me, when people fail to respond to emails and to voicemails, they become irrelevant. I just work around them. We often cannot move forward on a project without the input or approval of another person. And it's not that we've waited until the last minute to initiate that communication. And it's not that we're expecting a reply instantly. But today turns into tomorrow. Tomorrow comes and goes. And we begin to wonder if the other person even got our message at all. And if you or I didn't have enough to do already, we wind up following up with another email or phone call, which invariably turns into leaving a voicemail. And my experience is that people who are bad with email are equally as bad with voicemail. Here's just one example. One email I sent garnered this reply: I'm on my way to technology for a meeting at 8:30. I'll get back with you this afternoon or tomorrow morning, depending on when I return. Well, that sounds great. Only today came and went, as did tomorrow and the next day. When I sent a follow up email the next week, here's the response that I got. I was at technology all day on Wednesday, my birthday, by the way. Fall festival Thursday, sick kids on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Had meetings scheduled all day on Monday, as well as trying to move things from A to B. And yesterday, Mrs. X was at a PLU session, so I was involved in all IEP meetings, eligibility meetings, and PST meetings throughout the day. Today, I'm just getting to my desk after 3 back-to-back meetings since 7:45 a.m. In other words, I haven't had a chance to get back with you. Woo! Followed by 3 exclamation points. Well, woo, indeed. Just reading that laundry list of excuses made me tired. My first thought was, if you knew you were going to be tied up with a fall festival all day Thursday, why in the world would you promise a response on that day in the first place? My next thought was, with all your busyness, could you not have taken the 15 seconds it would have required to let me know you needed to reschedule? Or was time really the problem at all? The more likely explanation is that once the email had disappeared from that first screen, it was both out of sight and out of mind. And the solution is so simple. If you're leaving people in limbo, let's put a stop to it today. Much of the email that we get becomes a to do for us. If the email is a to do, we've got 2 options. 1, do it now. 2, do it later. If the choice is the first one, and many of the emails we get are, handle it now and delete it or archive it. Respond to it, pick up the phone, write the report, whatever. Do it now and be done with it. If you're going to do it later, that's fine, but the email inbox is the wrong place for it. If it's a to do, it goes on the to do list. My tool of choice is Remember the Milk. It offers an easy way to send an email over to a to-do list, but any of the really good digital task managers offer that same function. You can even specify a date on which you want to see this email now turned into a task again. And the entire body of the email appears in the notes section of that task. If your choice is do it later, and later is going to be more than a couple of days from now, hit reply and acknowledge the email. Give some indication of when you plan to respond. It's just not that hard. See, with me, I can understand if you're busy. We're all busy. I'm okay that you might not be able to accomplish the task right away. That's no problem. I'm not going to wait till the last minute to ask for it anyway. But I cannot understand it if you just simply don't respond. And you probably can't either with the people that you deal with. Busy isn't the problem. Time isn't the problem, although we often blame time. Disorganization is the problem. Let's be honest. And often they never even saw the email. It was one needle in a haystack of emails cluttering an inbox, or the email found its way into the spam folder that is never checked. Spam filters aren't perfect. I find good stuff winds up there on a regular basis. Knowing that, I look at my spam folder weekly, and you should too. Or the person intended to reply, but they got busy with something else. That's why either responding immediately or putting it on the task list is important. Don't trust it to your memory. We've got too much going on for that to work. People aren't mind readers, or at least most of them aren't. Nobody likes to be left in limbo. If handling the email will take time, take the 15 seconds to hit reply and let someone know. It costs you nothing, but it gains you the reputation of being someone who can be counted on. Email is about making decisions. Every email in that inbox represents a decision that has yet to be made, and those emails represent events to go on the calendar, to-dos to go on the task list, reference information to store in digital notes or digital tasks, documentation to save in case it's needed, or something someone else should be handling. Make a decision about what that next email represents and put it in the right place. For more on exactly how to do this, I want to point you to an article that I wrote for middleweb.com. I've got the link to it in the body of the blog post that accompanies this video. Come over to frankbuck.org, click on the blog. It's going to be that most recent post. Scroll down, you'll see the link as well as pretty much the text to the entire video here. I hope that you find value in it. Thank you for stopping by today. And if you did enjoy this video, how about giving it a like? Consider subscribing to the channel. And I bet you'll enjoy these two videos right over here as well. This has been Frank Buck helping you get organized and make it look easy.